You always get into fights and arguments, friend or foe, and you do not realize why and what is starting this. Is it me? Is it them? And you want to learn from your mistakes. In order to change one's mindset, you must be willing to open up to one's flaws and mistakes. And by you clicking on this video, you are opening up to your flaws and mistakes. And you notice that you're doing this with your friends, your family, and everyone around you. Everyone you meet and every new friend you have, you're starting to fall off with all of them because every single time you get into a fight or an argument, you blame them in the process. And the end result being you have no one in your circle. No one wants to be around you anymore, and you're starting to realize, is this me? When you argue with someone, do you ever ask yourself, how did I react to them that caused them to react to me? Your reaction was you saying what was on your mind and not caring how it sounded because you felt it needed to come out in that current moment. And most of the time, it is because we have so much built up anger and so much built up rage because of all of the actions that proceed into now. So this person could be doing this and then this and then this and then this. But as soon as that person does that one little thing, you snap. Because before, this, and this, and this, you just let it happen. You didn't address the issue. And you let it build up and you trap the anger inside of you instead of releasing it. You're not fighting your inner shadow. You are trapping your inner shadow. So since you are not releasing all of this, once he does that one little thing, you're like, I am so done. And then you say it. You say it with no remorse. And you feel as it needs to come out because this is how you feel. But that is the wrong way. You're not even arguing about that little thing that he did. You're arguing about and you are releasing all of the built up anger based off past situations that you did not address. You trapped within you. And it is this that you do not take accountability for yourself. You don't take responsibility for yourself to point out what you are doing and what you are trapping in inside that he needs to know. He needs to know, or she needs to know, what is ticking you off so badly. Oh, I don't trust you. And this is the reason why I don't trust you, okay? Listen, I have a hard time trusting you, and it is because of this. Can we please speak about it? Instead of, this is why I don't trust you. You always be. This is why I don't trust you, because you. Why are you doing this? Da-da-da. You have to release. You have to release and drive it, but in an addressing and formative way. You have to bring up the matter and solve the issue. You cannot trap it within oneself and then release it as an attack instead of releasing it as a resolving and and resolving issue. The more you just punch the wall, the more you're gonna break your hand. The more you push the wall, the more the wall will move. Then you got a response you didn't like. Then you responded accordingly. Then he or she didn't like that response and then responded in a way that you didn't like. Then you responded in a way that he didn't like. And then y'all reacting off each other, and then it goes on and on and on and on. And the more you do it, the more you are adding fuel to the fire. In order to change one's mindset, you must be willing to open up to one's flaws and mistakes. If you can't, then you are stubborn. You see, the reason why you always find yourself in futile arguments is because you always react instead of respond. Respond and react are not the same thing. When you react, you respond accordingly with equal representation of the matter. That is why people say you can't fight fire with fire. When you react to a situation, you don't think of the repercussions or consequences. The only thing on your mind is defending yourself and proving that what you are saying or doing in this current moment is the better course of action than he or she that you are competing against. This is just battling against the egos, and the ego is never satisfied, and it will stop at nothing to get the better of someone. And since you are trying to get the better of someone and that other person is as well, you are not going to end it in your favor. It is not going to end in your favor. Yell versus yell is the same thing as fire versus fire. Two wrongs don't make a right, same thing. You need to respond instead of react to a situation. When you respond, you reply to a situation, acknowledging the circumstances or the situation to the best of your ability. But that's what I am doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. You see how you just said that in your mind? That is not responding to the situation. That is that is reacting to the situation based off impulse. You are impulsively reacting based off of your sense of judgment, and you don't want to feel wrong. You don't want to be accused of being wrong, and you want to feel right. You want to feel over the person. Do you see it now? You see how you just did that? By you responding to me saying, but that's what I'm doing, that is impulsively replying. When you respond, it removes stress on your end and everyone else's, because you aren't replying without a sense of thought. You are replying not off impulse, but based on awareness on what to say, and how to communicate in that current moment. What you have to understand is whatever you give out to the world, you will receive right back to you. This is called the law of attraction. So until you treat others the way you want to be treated, you will never have peace with others or anything around you. And peace does not exist around you unless you have peace within oneself.